Well, they sound like bootlegs. I've got 3 albums of the Eagles that are all bootlegs, and they sound like bootlegs.
Live shows, you mean?
Yeah, like in Sweden and all over the place. When I played with the Eagles, they would set up like a little maybe cassette. And they have guys with poles with mics on them for each side of the stage for stereo. And you hear them, and it's a bootleg. That's cool. What do you want? You want the real thing by the record? They're never as good.
Well, there's a lot of trading going on the net now. People just trading back and forth. Mind you, they're not selling them, but they're trading them back and forth.
Oh God, I got one the other day. Somebody sent me.
What, a show?
It was a CD, and it was like a insert, or like what do you call them? Like little things of like the Eagles in the studio talking back and forth to each other.
Really?
Like we were recording. I have no idea where it came from.
That was my next question. Where the heck did they get this stuff?
I know. Somebody had a little tape. I remember I lost a tape of the second album we made, Desperado.
Uh-huh.
And every day I would go into the studio when the Eagles would rehearse, and I had like one of those first Sony stereos. They came in a little bag, and they had 2 little speakers with them. And so I'd go to Radio Shack and buy like this little cheap mic. And before we would rehearse, I had a little mixer, and I would set up all the mics on every amp and the drums and everything, and get it all set up. And when they come in, I'd record it. And I had a pretty good recording. I mean, as cheap as it was, of Duel and Dalton and Desperado and all that stuff. And gosh darn it, we went to, I think it was Hawaii to play. And I was like dreaming or something. I left that thing laying in the airport. Somebody got the cassette player and the tape. And someday that's going to show up. I can't wait.
Oh my God.
It was like, stuff that I just, I had. I was so mad that I lost it.
I'm surprised that hasn't showed up.
But I'll bet it'll show up someday, unless somebody just didn't know what it was. And like,
someone in the recording studio must be doing it secretly. No one really knows.
Well, you know what I think is like sometimes it's like people that worked with groups, and they have their little cassette player, and they just saved it, and all of a sudden now it's like, oh boy, now I can put this out. Which it's all kind of fun to me. I think it's fun. I'm a down-home guy.
Yeah.
Just like a matter of like, my life as being just here in my house, and like my wife and my little dog and my tomatoes and all that stuff. That means a lot. I mean, it sounds stupid, but it really means a lot. I love fresh tomatoes.
It's strange you should say that, because just recently we go to Costco here in Vancouver, and my girlfriend and I would go there and we buy these huge things of tomatoes, and I eat tomatoes like they're apples. Like I don't put them on anything. I just eat them.
When you get them off the vine, there's nothing like it.
Oh God, no!
I raise them every year, and I can almost raise them all year round. We have like a pool around my pool back here. There's like a fence, and we have the deer because they used to get in there and eat them all, and the roses too. And so I took care of that. I put a fence up. And I just raise them in like a bucket that almost year round, after the first like growth of them, they get a little less of them every year. But I've kept tomatoes over a year, tomato plants. I'm real sensitive. I feel like they're human or something. It's like, I don't want to kill you.
Good for you.
But I just keep trimming them down, put Miracle-Gro in.
How long you been married?
I've been together with my wife 14 years. I've been married, it'll be 4 years in November.
Good for you.
I was scared to get married.
Hey, we all are.
All the divorces. And I said, God, we're getting along so good. I'm scared. And then my wife, her best girlfriend got married, and I watched her face at the wedding, and it was real sad. Then the thing that did it was her younger brother got married, and I watched her at that wedding, and it was time. I said, God, I got to get married now.
And you did.
Because I was worried, like, everything's gone so good, if I got married that it would change. It was kind of stupid, but, that just from divorces and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got married, I thought, no problem. We're getting along great.
Was this your third?
Second.
Okay.
But it seemed like 3.
Oh, well, the way you were talking, I thought it was 3 because you said divorces, and I thought, well.
Yeah, I did use the second one.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I only married once. I got married when I was real young, like in Nebraska. Mm-hmm. My granddaughter just graduated from high school. One of my granddaughters. So that gives you a little inch on my age.
Okay. Well, I checked it out on the net. I wasn't sure how old you were, but I checked it out on the net.
I'm 85.
Randy Meisner still lives, ladies and gentlemen. He's half mechanical.
I have to use a walker to get on stage, but I can still perform.
Neil's bending over laughing in the control room.